you're I hope you're good. I hope you're good. We've got Otter here, just ready to get a cracking with a few more replays and then maybe some quick battles after that. I'm feeling good. I'm kind of in the mood to play a few games. It's a nice sunny day. Got my coffee here. Got my dog chilling by the window, so it's all gravy. The game is just booting up right now. Just give me 1 second, and we'll hop right into the action there. And do. Oh, maybe the game is stuck a little bit here. I might reboot it. Let me just give me 1 second here. Take another sip of coffee. All right, here we go. So I have 4 replays to start with. 2 of them are from Sadao, and 2 of them are from Nameless, also known as Darth. So let's see how they go. Man, what is going on? My program is crashing twice? What's happening here? I don't usually have problems with Warhammer. Well, that's kind of a lie. I mean, it happens sometimes. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you, Warhammer. Alright, there we go. Oh, Monday morning, Warhammer was struggling, but we're in now. Alright, so the first of these replays, I want to make sure it's showing up on my live stream here before I get into it. Yeah, it's good. So the first of these replays we've got is Darth going up against an Empire player who's playing Tomb Kings, and he wanted to showcase these Necro Knights and just show what they could do. So let's see how that goes. So he's bringing double Necrotech. He's got 2 units of the Necro Knights. He's got some Carrion. He's got some light cav over here along with some Skelly Warriors. Blue, he's got Volkmar the Grim. He's got Gotrek and Empire Cannon and some Knights of the Blazing Sun on the flanks. So we'll see how it goes. This is actually a very similar army and deployment to what he brought against Six Path. So let's see how it goes. So first shots going in here against the Spearmen with shields. They do have shields, of course, so they're going to just block a lot of the shots. Maybe could be more effective if they were deployed a little bit more out on the flanks and try and get the shots in on the side so that maybe the shields don't just block all of the shots. Looks like actually these spearmen are really effectively blocking the shots. Not very many have gone through here. It's just bronze shields, but still, actually, maybe it's just bad luck with the RNG. Even you would expect at least some of the shots to do a bit of work here. But anyway, Carrion getting chopped up pretty good here from the counterfire from the Empire crossbowmen. 2 units of crossbowmen shooting in on the Carrion, and of course there's only 16 unit models, so they are somewhat vulnerable. They're going to go in here and muck up a unit of crossbowmen and the Hammer of the Witches, but Volkmar is hot on the case, as is Gotrek, and they will chop up the Carrion really quickly. So they are maybe buying a little bit of time, but not all that much in the end. On the side, we do have the Necro Knights flanking around, and so I consider the Necro Knights more of a backline unit rather than a flanking unit. So you do see Nameless is peeling it around the side here. Normally I would rely on them to support shooting it and keep them in the backline. If you are going to bring them around the flank, you probably need a screen, and you still need something to protect your backline in case Volkmar goes out here and starts smashing on your Skelly warriors. Then you got to have an answer to Volkmar. So I don't know, maybe that's in his lord. The Necrotechs, I believe, are on foot here. I'm not sure. Yeah, his lord is on a chariot, so that's not going to do too much against Volkmar. But fortunately, he didn't end up going against Karl Franz or something like that. There's Gotrek here. So Gotrek can come in here and do some work to the Necro Knights, potentially. Let's see how they're doing. With the Lord support here, they are able to terror out 1 unit of Knights of the Blazing Sun. The 2nd unit of Knights of the Blazing Sun, not known for their defensive stats. So if Nameless was able to get that charge bonus off here, he should be doing really, really well against the Knights of the Blazing Sun. Yusep's Incantation of Desiccation has been popped, which is dropping their melee attack, and it also drops the no, melee attack and melee defense. So these guys, even though the Halberds units, Necro Knights, are not known as having the greatest melee attack, well, 38's not bad, actually. They're definitely landing hits on these Knights of Blazing Sun, especially with the lower melee defense. Look, there's 0-0. That is crazy value that you're getting out of that Desiccation of Yusep's Incantation. That just decisively won the cav fight there, even with the presence of Volkmar and the buffs that he can provide. Grand Shield of Faith is being used here. The Cetra is definitely not going to want to stick around in that fight against Gotrek. In the back line, the Necro Knights are repositioning onto the Jade Wizard. They should be able to shut him down decently well. The Carrion are tied up here in some... Is it spears in the back? Yes, some spears. So probably they're going to want to reposition onto the hammer or the crossbows. But in the front line, it looks like the spears and the other lone unit of Knights of the Blazing Sun have been able to hold tight against the crumbly Skelly Warriors. Necrotechs are kind of pushing towards the back line, trying to get into maybe the crossbowmen. We'll see how that goes. Here comes Cetra the Imperishable. The question is, what is going to stop Cetra now that the Knights of the Blazing Sun are off the field? There is, of course, one unit left, I guess, but Volkmar is not going to do it. So really, it's all on Gotrek. Is Gotrek going to be able to get through the Skelly Warrior Scream? Doesn't seem too likely here. So in the meantime, Cetra shut down the Hammer of the Witches. So that's kind of, usually if you can get in on the Empire's artillery position, that's sort of a victory condition. It looks like Nameless has been able to do that, but Volkmar is putting in some hits into Cetra's rear. But that's a cool guy who's going to turn around and fight him back. The crossbowmen are shooting him while he's fighting Volkmar. Maybe he just wants to ignore Volkmar and dive the crossbowmen. But yeah, shots from the Skelly Horse Archers are shooting at the Knights of the Blazing Sun. He'll get more value shooting at that than shooting at Spearmen for sure. And I think all in all, things are going pretty well for Nameless. He does still have the Ushabti summon, I believe. I haven't seen it drop yet. Maybe we'll see it drop soon. If the Carrion can maybe shut down the Jade Wizard or just finish off that Hammer of the Witches, then I think things are looking pretty good for Nameless. So we'll see. He's going to go after the... I'm not sure what he's going to go after with these Carrion. Maybe they got pulled back to the spears, but it looks like he's going after the Great Cannon, just trying to take that off the map, or at least keep it far away from the battery. Volkmar is going tough against the Necro Knights with the support of Gotrek. The Necro Knights are going to want to get out of there because they certainly don't want to fight Gotrek, at least not yet, until it's a full surround type of situation. Spearmen are going down here. There's the Ushabti summon. Ushabti do have a bonus versus infantry. They should do pretty nice damage to Gotrek, even if they do die. And they'll also do okay against Volkmar. They do have AP damage. They do have decently high weapon strength. And they do have mass, so they're going to prevent him from kiting. Actually, that's a really nice screen there. He's got the disposable Ushabti taking the hits from Gotrek, which are kind of like a free unit anyways, while the hard work is being done on Volkmar by the heavy hitters here. So not taking the damage from Gotrek on the important things like Cetra, for example. There's a banishment that's going to go down from Volkmar, but that's not going to do anything because it's monstrous infantry for the most part. So they don't really care. Well, not monstrous infantry, but... Well, the Ushabti are monstrous infantry, but the heavy cavalry with the heavy armor is not going to care much about the banishment. And I think we can kind of see where this is going. I'm thinking that Nameless is probably going to wrap up most of the chaff here, and then it's going to be a full surround on Gotrek to secure the victory. These Carrion are just going crazy. They can't decide where they want to go here. I do think they should just commit on a unit of crossbows or something. I'm not sure what they're going after, but... And these Skelly archers can probably just go into melee against the crossbowmen. It looks like that's what, Nameless is going to do. Nice stuff there. Oh, didn't break them. Didn't break them. He could have just finished that unit off first. The heals are out. Volkmar is taking a beating. Knights of the Blazing Sun do rally. They get in a charge here, but down goes Volkmar. And, well, I don't know. Gotrek's still up with some spearmen. A charge here from the Skelly Horseman Archers is going to be able to break the chaff around Gotrek. And if Gotrek gets punted, it's going to be tough for him. We did see Cetra drop, I believe, from probably Gotrek. But the Jadecaster's out. Gotrek taking some shots from the Skelly Archers. He's getting full surround. He'll probably beat them, but he'll take a bit of damage. I don't know, 642. Not too much. 602. Oh, man. What's left? A very depleted Gotrek versus 2 Skelly Archers and some Necro Knights. The Necro Knights are going to put in some hits there. Wow, what a game, man. Maybe I shouldn't have fast-forwarded this. This is a really close one. Gotrek with 200 HP going up against 4 unit models of Necro Knights. The damage on the Carrion and these Skelly Horseman Archers is not going to be very much, but he is fully surrounded, and I guess he'll get chipped down and get a hit in the back at the very least. So, yeah, I think he's got this one. Congrats to Nameless. That was a cool game. Taking down Blue. All right, we got another one here from Nameless, showcasing 3 assassins. He's got the Deathmaster Snitch, the Eshin Sorcerer, which is not technically an assassin, but he hits decently hard, and then another assassin, and then it's got Death Runners, which are kind of like almost mini assassins. I mean, they're not assassins per se, but they sort of function like them. They're stealthy. Anyway, what have we got here? Manticore Summon, Beasts, not uncommon. We've got Gorok on foot. Gorok's getting a little bit of love lately. I mean, he's good against artillery type of builds, so people tend to bring them against like Skaven, Empire, Vampire Coast, because he just keeps walking forward, doesn't really die, and eventually he gets in on the artillery position, and that causes all kinds of problems for the defense. And he also deals well with footlords like a Skrull or an Octolus on foot, things like that. He can beat the snot out of them if he's able to get in contact. Umbral Tide leading the way here. They're going to take some shots into Skaven Slaves, but that's what Skaven Slaves are for, taking shots. You don't want to get in a shot competition with them at a bar, because they will go until they're dead. Hellpit Abomination is here, anchoring the Council Guard. Then we've got an Assassin, Deathmaster Snitch, and then Poison with Martyrs on sort of not the flanks, but the 2/3 point. Pterodon Riders are coming over here. They're going to probably put some shots in on Snitch if they find him, or they could chip down the Poison with Martyrs. Let's see how that develops. The Saurus Warriors are taking some shots here from the Poison with Martyrs, and looks like they've had a brain cramp. They've decided to become stationary instead of attacking, which is great news for Skaven, because they're going to take some extra hits. Oh, yeah, Poison Wind damage over time. I was always curious to see how much damage over time that actually does, that Poison Wind. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a lot. Like, I always feel like the Deathglow Bombardiers are just better, usually, because they just do more flat damage. But, hey, who knows? Assassin and Deathmaster Snitch are going to go in on the Umbral Tide. There's going to be a black, what do you call that thing? A black thing, veil that disrupts uniformation. I don't know how much of an effect that's having. It seems like they are able to just walk away from it. But they did take a lot of damage. They almost broke off of the effect of that assassin, so not too bad. It did clear the way through the Saurus Warriors, I guess. But Gorok is coming over here to pay Mr. Snitch a little visit, which is somewhat brave because he's an assassin, but see how that goes. This assassin did try and chase off the Umbral Tide just to prevent them from shooting him. He got knocked back, but he's still okay. Balance bar fairly even here. Some Skinks are doing some cheeky business on the side here. Saurus Warriors have broken off the Skaven Slaves, so it is getting to the second line of defense now for Skaven. Clanrats taking the charge from Skink Coreheart, which do have a couple of chevrons, so they won't be pushovers immediately. They can probably win against those Clanrats. Death Runners are here in reserve. They should be able to break up these Skelly Warriors should they so choose to go after them, but the Pterodon Riders have now found their way into the back line. I guess the Death Runners are going to be used to deal with the Pterodon Riders instead. If these Poison with Martyrs are a lost cause, they only have 9 unit models. They're already down to 5 or 4 unit models. So at this point, even if they do rally, they're not going to be super effective because they're already at like half strength. The Assassin and the Deathmaster are going to get into the Umbral Tide yet again. That's a bit of a micro mistake. I think the Umbral Tide does have more speed than both of these combined. So, well, not combined, but these guys are sitting around 50 speed. These guys are at like 70. So they should be able to kite that, and getting tagged is kind of a mistake. But anyway, I mean, credit to the Lizardman player. They did shut down Nameless's shooting pocket in the back. On the other hand, he's been in combat for just too long. And I think this Brittle Bone is part of it. Look, minus 40 melee defense, minus 24 speed, minus 9 vigor. These guys are probably at 0 melee defense at this point. Yeah, they are. So definitely taking a lot of hits from these Death Runners. Going to be super painful for them. The Death Runners are still taking damage, and it looks like maybe these bombs or shots from the Pterodon Riders have been almost able to break them. So yeah, it's kind of a crazy fight here. Where's Gorak at? I have kind of lost track of him. Did he get dumpstered by the assassins? Maybe. There's a Skink Priest of Beast here. I would assume the assassins just murdered Gorak because he kind of ran towards them. So yeah, sorry if I missed that, guys. I'm not perfect, but hey, Hellpit's going to go in here and just give the business to the Saurus, and the Chameleon Skinks can shoot at the Hellpit, maybe chip it down a little bit, but you guys have a lot of heals, and I think you really do probably need a dedicated duelist to bring down the Hellpit. I don't think these Skinks are going to do it. Definitely not if they're caught up in melee with the Hellpit. Ooh, brave move here, diving down Pterodon Riders to the Hellpit. I guess trying to create some separation for his Skinks. Skinks do have, what, 36 speed? And poison. The Hellpit with the poison, he's down to 44 speed. So actually, he does have the speed to tag them, but if they just spread out here, they should be okay, and I think it would be punishing for the Hellpit to continue to chase them. But anyway, I mean, he's being used as a screen right now, protecting the Death Runners from shooting. Not a bad option. So now the Assassins are going to go after the other leadership that isn't called Gorak, and here comes Snitch. Just look at him, just blazing on foot. Look at this guy hustling. That is a fast rat, man. Skink's trying to get out of him, but he's going to get sliced and diced, man. That is a cool shot. I like watching these assassins go. This Skink, he's having a bad day. I want to see one more attack here. I don't think he's got long to live. It's probably the next attack is going to finish him. Sorry for like zoning out on the rest of the battle, but I think the far flanks are pretty much secure now. The Hellpit's just going to work down all of that as needed. Then goes the Skink Priest. And yeah, Pterodons. Let's see if the Pterodons and Saurus can maybe get some payback on the Skaven leadership here. If the Pterodons do snare them and the Saurus come over, it could be a little tricky for the Assassins to get out of there. But these guys are a little bit inactive here. Ashen Sorcerer is stuck up in some Saurus, and he's getting chipped down here. So that's kind of a bad situation for Nameless. Maybe the Ashen Sorcerer should be cutting that. I don't think these Saurus have been used to full effect though. They haven't gotten the full surround, so if you are the Lizardman player, you probably want to make sure you get that full envelopment to get as many unit models in contact as possible to maximize your damage and leadership penalty on the Ashen Sorcerer. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. I think these guys are going to slice and dice without the support of the Saurus. I don't think the Pterodon Riders can stand firm against those guys. And the Hellpit, ooh, Hellpit actually took a lot of damage chasing these Chameleon Skinks, but it did, wow, it went down. The Hellpit goes down from, I guess, the Saurus and the Pterodon Riders. So, yeah, I guess just area fire over time, but these guys are almost out of ammo. And Snitch and the Assassin actually still relatively healthy considering the work that they've done. Fighting Gorak, fighting the Skink Priest, kind of cutting off some Saurus warriors, getting into Humble Tide. So they've been like jack of all trades. They've done it all for Skaven in this game. And now I think it's just going to be final mop up of the Saurus here. So well played to Nameless. That was a fun match to see the Assassins dual squad just go to work on basically anything they wanted to. And the Hellpit was a nice choice too. It really did distract the missile fire for a long time and kind of protect the Death Runners and other things. So I like that. Alright, now we've got Sadao with Gorak build going up against MK Spanky playing as the Beastman. So Spanky's got like pretty heavy AP from his mobile core with the Razordons, with Sons of Goros, and with the Minotaurs. I believe those are the great weapons. Yes. And then here we've got Ogre Raiders and Spears to just kind of hold the line and pepper things a little bit. You do definitely need to bring AP damage versus the Lizardmen. I do question the Razordons a little bit against Lizardmen. I mean, they're good against Saurus, don't get me wrong. but you probably want to mix them in with some Warhounds just so that you don't take the damage on the unit models. You got to think of them like monstrous infantry. You only have 24 models. If you mix them in with Warhounds, you're going to take a lot less damage here. They are very fragile. They only have leadership of 55. So without like a model screen from some Warhounds, you're going to take a lot in return. Their melee defense is poverty. 16 melee defense. You really need to buffer that with some troops or something so they don't take the damage. But they can certainly hit very hard, and with the right buffs at the right times, they can beat this. They can beat down Saurus pretty bad. Of course, they might take a lot of damage in return, though. That's the scary thing. We'll see. Mongol Raiders are here. These guys are going to be on dinosaur duty, I would assume. Lorok is here. So Sadao is going to charge in with his Saurus warriors. He's going to try and meet the spearmen, but he's going to be countercharged by the Minos with great weapons. They're going to do some nice damage in here. But another countercharge, have no fear. King Priest of Heaven's going to get right in here. Sons of Goros tagging the Bastillon Reviv Crystal. So nice play there from the Beastman player. I do like that. You definitely want to try and get the Reviv Crystal off of the map as soon as possible, but a counterplay from Sadao, setting in the Temple Guard and Gorok to deal with the Sons of Goros. The Sons of Goros definitely don't want to overstay their welcome here. They need to piece out of there ASAP, because these Star Chamber Guardian, oh my gosh, with Harmonica Revergence, they are going to wreck these Sons of Goros. Look at that, 72 melee defense, 63 melee attack with magic damage. That's going to bypass the... is there physical resist on... There's a Guardian on the Sons of Goros, so that is a physical resist buff, but that only applies if you have a hero nearby. Of course, there is a Warbolt here who would benefit from that in theory, but yeah. On the far flank, the Ungors have been able to basically wreck this Saurus warrior, which got isolated. Of course, the Minos also doing some work in here, but there's a concentration of force here for the Lizardmen right in this pocket. Balance bar slightly in favor of Beastmen, which is not uncommon for Beastmen early in the game. They are a rush faction after all, and they do have summon. Cygor rocks are being used to just chunk these Pterodon riders out of the sky. You saw one of the Pterodons just get hit with a rock right there. Second summon going down here, so two Cygors ready to do some work here. They can probably break the scene with their Saurus warriors. But this Temple Guard monster core is not a pushover. Harmonic Convergence being used on the Star Chamber Guardians. They are fighting strong and tough. The Bastillon Reviv Crystal is very close to breaking here. Razorgore Herd do get terrified though. That's the risk of using these in a matchup against the Lizardmen, because the Lizards do have access to a lot of terror causing units, so there's a good chance they might not even fight. The Sons of Goros rally, they should be able to chase down these Saurus warriors and prevent them from coming back to the fight. So the question is, are these Temple Guard going to be enough to just hold on with an infantry screen? The King Priest of Heavens has gotten fully surrounded. Gorbul's in here with the Razorgore Herd and the Spears. That is a very, very bad situation for the King Priest of Heavens. Really, it's just Gorok here going hard against Malagor, the Dark Horseman. Malagor does not want to be here, that is for sure. Sons of Goros being used to lock up the Revivification Crystal. Trying to take it offline. It's so low on HP there, but standard ground is going to be popped, and that's going to keep it just fighting long enough to kind of brace against the Sons of Goros and get in another charge here on Malagor, using the mass of the lizards to just push their way through. Bully Ball, basically, is what the Lizardmen are doing here. King Priest of Heavens amazingly pushes through the Gorbul, pushes through the Razorgore, pushes through the Spears. It comes over here to basically almost goon out Malagor. So, yeah, tough stuff there, but Revivification Crystal finally breaks. That's bad news for the Lizardmen. They do definitely rely on the Reviv Crystal, but the Saurus Warriors, because the Sons of Goros got pulled back to the fight to save Malagor, means that they are back. That means the Beastmen now have to deal with another 20, 40 basically unit models of Saurus. This unit of Saurus has rallied as well, so that's 60 Saurus that have just come back to the fight. That is bad news if you are the Lizardmen. Minotaurs with great weapons are still going strong here, as is the Gorbul. Gorbul is able to break this unit of Saurus. Another unit of Saurus wavering. They are probably going to break, but that little bit of buffer has bought a bit of time for the King Priest. And yeah, let's see. Is the King Priest hitting the Gorbul? Not right now. Looks like the Gorbul got knocked down, just got back up. It's going to get in another charge that the King Priest of Heavens. King Priest of Heavens is close to breaking, but here comes a giant Skyfire from the ancient priest. He's gonna give the ancient Stegodon King Priest, whatever. He's gonna give his Parting shots, Engine of the Gods, farewell tour. Balance bar back in favor of Beastman. Malagor is healing up here. So tough stuff for the lizards. Will these spears be enough to chase off the Skink Priest of Heavens? I don't know, man. It does have a speed of 50 versus a speed of, well, 40 is pretty good for the spears. But he should be able to get some separation here. Maybe with the Pterodon Riders it will be enough. Who knows? But yeah, Gorok going strong in here. He's just killing everything right now. Balance bar actually has gone back in favor of the Lizardmen, incredibly. The Pterodon Riders have mucked up the Ungors. The Ungors are needed to shoot Gorok, because Gorok is a tank and an absolute beast in combat. The Gorbel is basically fleeing here. There's a unit of spears in the back, which have been forgotten, I believe, by the Beastman player. They did rally. They should come back to the fight and maybe help against these Pterodon Riders who are currently causing havoc. I guess the Ungors were actually able to just kill the Pterodon Riders with sheer numbers, but maybe a painful situation for them. So they will get to use their ammo on Gorok and the Temple Guard. They probably want to kite with those Ungor spears so they can get some clear shots on Gorok, at least for now. I don't know if they're shooting the... Yeah, it looks like they're shooting the Temple Guard for now, just trying to clear a screen. But Gorok can maybe solo this entire army at this point. He is a super, super tough duelist to deal with. Just tanky. He's got a shield. Is it a gold shield? No, it's a silver shield. But these Ungors need to spread out. They're clumping, so he's able to chase both units at the same time, which is a micro mistake from the Beastman player. Malagor is coming over here maybe to try and create some space, but I think Gorok is just going to be able to chase it to oblivion. Oh, there's a little bit of... Yeah, so the Ungors are getting some space here, but not being used effectively. Gorok gets in a charge on Malagor, and that's all she wrote. So just Gorok versus the world there. Definitely carrying that game. I would encourage Sadao, if you're going to bring a Skink Priest or Reviv and Gorok, maybe you want to just bring regular spears to buffer the Bastildon instead of so many Saurus warriors, because the ancient, like the Skink Priest on the Engine of the Gods, you already have a lot of anti-infantry answers. You don't necessarily need it with the Saurus. You actually just need the Saurus to stand around and give these guys time to work. So that's my recommendation for your build, Sadao. We got one game here between myself, Owen, and Sadao versus Donmer, who's playing Judd Lord, Sword and Crossbow. Two other people I don't know. So let's see. I believe I am playing the Wood Elves. I wanted to go with a cavalry type of build, which you don't see too often. And then Owen is playing the Warriors of Chaos. So for my build, I've got Orion because I wanted the Horn of Plenty. I don't know, what's it called? The Horn of something. Horn of the Wild Hunt. Yeah, plus 54 charge bonus map wide. So I thought that would be cool if I bring 3 units of Wild Riders. Unfortunately, this map was a bit tight for 3s. If you look, like, I don't have much room to flank around with my cavalry, so I was like, ah, crap. It's kind of like a wall-to-wall army, like, across the entire map, so that was kind of sucky. But yeah, Owen is being brave here. He's got some Vanguard Marauder Horsemen. He's got some Chaos Warhounds with poison on the flanks. He does have a big, bad Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire with Burning Head and Fireball, and 2 Exalted Heroes on the Manticore. I was just picking the regular Manticores, but Exalted Heroes it is. In the front line, there's just way too many artillery pieces all clumped up together, so that's going to be easy pickings for Sadao once he gets in there. Zap Zap, Warp Lightning Cannon, Plague Claw, and then only a screen of Clan Rats here with Icket, so not even more reinforcement summons that I can see, unless there's a Plague Priest somewhere that I don't see, but I don't see it, so I think that's what you see is what you get, just Icket for Clan Rats, so that's going to get wrecked pretty quickly. I will put in my charge with my Wild Riders, Horn of the Wild Hunt going off there. Going to get into some infantry. Honestly, it's not the best place for me to be. Biggin's going to do some work here, but I am able to break 2 units of Orc Boys. So yeah, I probably shouldn't charge the Biggins there, but I'm just looking for opportunities here. The skirmishers, on the other hand, they did get tagged by my light cavalry and my wild rider, so I'm able to take those off the map. I'll go get in a rear charge to these biggins and a side flank with some spears. So it's okay. It's okay. I mean, they do have anti-large, so I don't want to be in sustained combat, but I figure if I could get them in the rear unbraced, it's not the worst. I do have spear support and other things, so it's okay. I do have pendulums and other things. Let's take a quick look across the map. How are things going here? We do have the Umble Tide shooting in on the plate clock catapults, taking those offline pretty quickly. Terror causing units plus Gorok are just going to walk through Skaven, no problem. Like I said earlier, Gorok is a really nice choice against like infantry. Against like static artillery sort of builds, because he just kind of goes where he wants to go, and you got to deal with him. So he can shut down artillery pretty well. There is the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire, who's going to get in on some Dark Riders. And over here, the Shades, it looks like they've been able to break off some of the lighter chaff that would have been Vanguarded here, but Dragon Ogre's coming in here. They're going to do some work on the Dark Riders. Charges from the Chaos Marauders versus Bleak Swords should be like a fairly even matchup. Probably Bleak Swords will come out on top. But over here, the Chaos Marauders should win against the Dread Spears. A little bit of clumping up going on here. Head-on charge. That versus the Dark Riders. They're going to do a little bit of work here. Another head-on charge coming from some more Dark Riders. So some serious clumping going on here. But they're doing damage. They are doing damage. Over here, we got Manticore's Exalted Hero is going to work against the Dreadlord Sword and Crossbow and the Exalted Hero. So a bit of a micro mistake allowing them to be tagged by the Exalted Hero. Do they have Foe Seeker? Not even. So this speed of like 85 versus a speed of 105 should be a speed of 105. Why is he snared? There's a poison effect going on here or something. Oh, it's the Skies buff from the Scheme Priest of Heavens that's affecting the Dreadlord Sword and Crossbow. Let's just take a quick look at that. Some sneakiness here. Right here, Rolling Skies, minus 24% speed, minus 20 melee defense. So the Exalted Hero, who normally probably could not catch a Dreadlord Sword and Crossbow, is actually able to tag him with 85 speed versus 79. So the Rolling Skies is having a huge impact on the battle in this case. Wog gets procced from our opponents, so that should maybe even things a little bit. But over here, I do have Orion and the Waystalker shooting in on Grimgor, and with all of that damage, he's still not able to make contact with the important things, which would be Orion and the Waystalker. We do have the Arachnor Queen in the back, who is not being used to full effect. I have not seen any suns go down here, so maybe my opponent just a little bit in over his head with the micro. Assassin's going to find his way onto Orion, but Orion doesn't really care. He's super tanky. If anything, the Assassin probably should have gone after the Waystalker, who he might have had more of a chance of killing. And over here, like, it's just a full rout in the midline. Everything's just getting run over by the Skaven. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord has taken some damage from probably the Shades, but he can also give it right back if he's able to tag them. The Marauder Horsemen are going to support the Chaos Sorcerer Lord so he doesn't get full surrounded, and they're going to just prevent these guys from doing what they need to do. The Chaos Warriors will chop up these Dark Riders, no problemo. And in the back line, we do have Dragon Ogres and Exalted Heroes causing some issues. Owen is able to basically goon out the Ikit Claw Doomwheel, and he's going to go up in a cloud of smoke. Shots from Sadao also helping out in that cause, but at this point, it's pretty much just me taking my sweet time trying to deal with the greenskins over here. But here comes the Ancient Stegodon, Scheme Priest of Heavens, Engine of the Gods, whatever it is. Big Dynamo, gonna help out there, and as with the Mantis, and that'll do it. So that's it for cast. I was gonna do some quick battles. I'm kind of tired right now, so instead of that, I'm gonna just let's do one or two quick battles. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. I'll drink some more coffee and suck it up. Oh, what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? TJ. What's TJ up to? I don't know. Dwarf. Well, against Dwarf, I like to bring Beastman. Honestly, that's pretty much my go-to. So I will probably get in a lot of Dark Elf games, but versus Beastman, versus Dwarf, you'll probably see me play Beastman most games. Just, I should just have this like preloaded, but I don't. I like this. I want to sleep. The net might be a waste, honestly. But you do get a bit more damage leadership. Yeah, it's okay. I grab a couple Razorgore Herd, a couple Warhounds. I don't know, some Spears maybe. Some Ungors. I'm getting pretty big here. I probably can't afford all of this. I'll have to make some cuts, I'm sure. I'm gonna need my Beast Lord on Chariot, no doubt. Let's get him ready to rock with all of his big damage here. I need to get in my casters. What can I cut here? Got my casters at Shadows, not bad. But I really like this, the Wild. I think the Wild is the way to go. Where is it? Brace Scream is just still OP. Do I want the summon? Is it worth 200 gold to have a summon? Probably. $900. I'm getting pretty thin on my front line though. I gotta be careful here. Let's see, and I want probably a Beastcaster. How can I get a Beastcaster in here? Maybe cut this guy. Beastman. On a Chariot. Manticore summon, okay. I hope I have the wins for the Cygor and Manticore summon. I might not. What else? Maybe I cut these guys down to Ungor? There's a big difference in their stats. Yeah. I want another unit of Bestigor. I need some fighting power. Oh, why do I have Blackhorns? Destroyers are pretty good. I got 2 unit of Bestigor. Those guys. And maybe I can upgrade these guys to regular Gore Herd. Or just more spears. Do I need it? Do I need 2 of those, or do I want just more Beastmen, Gore Herd? Yeah, maybe more Gore Herd. Destroyers, yeah. Can I get in? I really want 2 Bestigors. And then... I don't know. Gonna run out of time there. feel super confident with what I ended up getting, but let's see. Hopefully it's good enough. I feel like I had a really good beast, like, anti-dwarf build, and I feel like I've forgotten what it is. I haven't played too much lately. Well, let's see how this goes. I think it's still fairly balanced. Excuse me. I've seen some people go gyrocopter heavy versus Beastman. That can certainly be an issue if you don't have the Ungors, but if you do have the Ungors, you're usually okay. And use those guys to screen. This gives me an answer to some stuff early on. Let's keep these guys in the back line for now until I figure out where they are and how I want to use them. I want them to think about my low tier crap first. This is card mob. Yeah, actually, I want these Bestigors like kind of on the wings actually, because usually they have a Rune Lord and the Rune Lord sits middle, so he's really good at like protecting that middle. Okay, so they're typically, as would be expected, I guess, in kind of in the corner. There's trees here, so it makes sense. Right? It makes sense, right? So let's see if I can hit some stuff. I do have decent range. How is he gonna come after me? Seems like it. I'm gonna try and hit some Longbeards. And start rotating. These guys onto the flanks. Let's pull these guys back for now. Let's see if they have an answer to my Cygor. It's doing pretty good work against the Crumbling Guard. That is a $1,000 unit, so I'm quite okay with that. I'm gonna take some shots from the cannons here. So I'll just back up a little bit. Oh, he got knocked down from the cannons. Oof. Ooh. And the overfire is actually doing some damage here. So I do have another Cygor summon here. I might as well pop it if we're gonna get into a bit of an artillery duel. Put some other shots across here. I'm actually going to ignore the cannons and just try and chip down his like decently expensive infantry. Those Slayers here. Alright, I'm going to throw some shots into some Thunderers. Just make a move. He's trying to snipe my leaders. Oof, he did some pretty good damage there. I got to be careful about that. Yeah, I just want to deny him targets for a little bit until I can soften him up. I'm going to start putting in some shots here. I would like to shoot the Slayers. Wow, are they still being shot? Like, what the hell kind of range is that? I mean, jeez. I was so far back. Anyway, I gotta start sending spears up. I'm gonna send some Gore Herd up here. He's probably gonna send those Slayers chasing after me. So I need to start doing some work on that. Doing some nice work over here. Let's see is this guy in range? Oh, he's taking cannonball shots again. I gotta just keep backing him away. I don't want my Aragorn sleeve taking cannonball shots. Doing okay damage here. I might just chuck a rock across these Longbeards. Just weaken them down.
Ungors! Sawushra!
Kill some Longbeards.
Ungors! Chaos!
Yeah, 2v1 versus Thunderers. I don't know how that'll work.
Ungors! Fire! I can't see!
Yeah, quite okay to shoot these guys. Well, might as well drop another Cygor summon. Let's get him in a position where he can
Quibzak!
be safe.
Ungors! Fast!
Might be able to get some shots in on the Slayers here. But it looks like he's trying to kite me a little bit there.
Sladaos!
I think the Ungors are paying dividends here.
Nasa Wusra!
Maybe fall this unit back here.
Akasak! Fast! Fast! Fast!
Maybe put some shots on the Slayers. Not sure.
Ungors! Quillak!
Just shoot these Thunderers.
Rehan! Fast! Akashak!
Let's see how much damage that does to the Slayers. Not very much. Yeah, maybe I'll focus these Thunderers first.
Rafka!
Not sure.
Akash! Daxi!
Alright, so let's get that other summon going. What's this Iron War Slave doing? Maybe help out versus the Thunderers.
Ungors! Chaos! Soyuz Ak! Ak! Kurtawas!
I'm not sure how that trade is going. They have used almost all of their ammo. I think it's going well, honestly. Especially with the Cygor bringing some shots in. Oh, I didn't want them to go melee.
Ungors! Quipsack!
So, might just try and chip down some more Longbeards.
Ungors! Fast! Sarkop Arbuff! Gors!
Oh, cannons are firing my best to work. Damn it. How did I not see that? Fuck. Go hide in the woods.
Beastmen! Cloven ones! Fast!
I don't really want to shoot at the Longbeards. Maybe I can get some shots in on the Slayers.
Sladaos! Raka!
Or even the cannons.
Ungors! Quill Ark!
I might turn off this fire at will. I think they're wasting a lot of shots in Longbeards.
Fast! Fast! Raro! Dardawas! Fast! Fast! Darkside! Sais! Fios Sais! Fast! Ark! Rayhard!
Do I have enough range to hit a unit of Slayers? I can try.
Now go Bob!
Thunderers have taken a beating.
Ungors!
He's getting kind of cavalier with his front line now.
Play hard. Uncle.
Okay. Well, the shooting phase is almost done. Kind of a wash. I don't think I've really gotten an advantage, or he. What is his Lord Beligar? Let's see. These guys are doing work on the Slayers, though. Unfortunately, I'm pretty much out of ammo. Sagor Rocks going in, taking them out. What is he shooting at now? He's shooting his cannons at my Ungors. A-okay with that. I might even suicide these guys now. They've used their ammo, they have almost no value. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Maybe hit this unit of Slayers. I guess I can attack now.
Fast! Bah! Cloven ones! Fast! Kashayish! Shayish Ag!
I'm almost out of ammo here.
Laksayak!
It's
Fast!
3 units of Slayers. There's a lot of Slayers. Let's see if I can get around the Longbeards and get into the Slayers. That would be kind of nice.
Fagelgard! Fast! Kersage! Sage Ek! Twill Ak! Quitzer!
Let's just buff these guys in the fight against the Slayers. Take that. Take off.
Please rockets! Suags!
Oh, you just killed my fucking
Fast!
one caster with cannonballs, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna win this. There's too much that I'm not using yet. And he's had no reason to really move.
Doak Als! Quitzer! Akash Tar!
If he just balls up, it's gonna be hard for me to deal with him. Hopefully I can break these thunders. That'd be nice. Just gonna send the Slayers in there. Again, a good dwarf player would do.
Akash Ag!
I'm just gonna keep attacking the front line, I guess. Trying to get as much damage as I can. He'll keep sending Slayers there. Wherever the caster goes, and I'll shoot him.
Akash Ag! Husky Gur! Ungard!
I have to shut down that cannon somehow. Ow, thunders.
Quitzer!
Ow, thunders. Go to hell.
Lakshaya! Nasha!
Can I slip the gap here? That would be nice.
Ungard!
My lord's taking a lot of damage here.
Dark Wyvern!
And to keep these guys rolling. I really need these thunders now. Cannons are already on now, so they don't even matter. What is this? Oh shit, stuff is rampaging here.
Quinn!
I gotta pop another buff over here. I don't have much left, man. But I guess neither does he. Got a rear charge in here. Green guard. Maybe I can terror out some stuff. I'm not sure. Just go all in on this wood fight. Hurt these guys. I don't really want to fight Grumbling Guard, let's be real, but don't have a lot of options here either. Am I able to take out Belagar? That's a question. What do I have these unboarded guys doing? Maybe I can send them after the Slayers. Gotta be careful with my lord here. Just keep them active. Yeah, get them. Do some work here. These guys have got to protect the giant. Just gotta snare the Slayers probably. Alright, come over here. Any more blasts I can drop? Not yet. Oh man, this is going right down to the wire. This Slayers. Just keep buffing that melee attack. Just get as much value as I can out of my infantry before they rout. They will rout, it's not if. Maybe I can hit some Slayers if they got charge defense. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is really atrocious. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all the Slayers, I'm going to be honest. Oh, I got some Chaos Warhounds I forgot about. They'll be okay against Slayers. I'll just back away there and buy me a little bit of time. Man, I don't know. Get a charge with the Warhound onto that, I don't know. These Longbeards are tough though, man. They just don't want to go away. Dwarf's just sitting in the trees. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them out of there. I don't know, can I cycle charge them to death? We'll find out. Everything is charge defense though. Because of this melee defense just out to Yazoo because of Belagar. We shall see. So some stuff is breaking around the edges. That's good. But I still have a lot to get through. Cannon crew being used as cannon fodder. He's going to countercharge me with the Slayers if I go into the cannon crew, so I need to go off to the side. We might just run out of time, honestly. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it in time. It's like too methodical, this game. I'm going to send this into the Slayers. Alright. Maybe I can just hit the Slayers here. Not sure.
Clipsack.
Well, it's a close game, but I don't think I can do it in a minute. And I don't think he can do it in a minute either. So it's a bit of a wash.
Clipsack. I kept showing Clipsack. Lecture.
Well played to my opponent. I mean, he's using his Slayers really well. This Longbeard's fighting to the very end. If I can kill the Slayers, maybe. Then I can surround on Beligar. I'm not sure.
Clipsack. Wow.
Let's see. Now it's everything versus Beligar. Drop that melee attack bow. Alright, maybe. This was a really long game, but everything on Beligar 12 seconds. Do I have enough time? He is a little bit like weirded in the trees here. He's gonna survive. That's awkward. Victory is in our grasp, but the time runs out. Are you kidding me? That sucks. He was full surrounded by a Cygor, two dudes on a chariot. Maybe I need to just throw the Cygor in a bit earlier. I was a bit too careful there. TJ, you are one lucky dude, man. You are one lucky dude. I hope Draw doesn't tank my rating. Maybe it will. I mean, it just takes so long to get through Longbeards. If you bring 6 of them, then like the timer becomes an issue. You had like 6 of them, and then you had Beligar, which is giving them even more melee defense and expert charge bonus, or expert charge defense. So like, holy, it takes forever to get through that. Just check in on my work stuff, make sure no one's messaging me. So far so good. Okay. Well, that was kind of exhausting. I think I forgot about my Chaos Warhounds for too long. Dark Elf. Man, I wanted to play a Dark Elf game, but I don't want a mirror matchup. Maybe I'll just stick his Peace Fan. I think they can give Dark Elf some problems, depends. Let's try. Raiders. Do best score. Maybe the eye. Yeah, I'll do something similar to what I did before, but I like the Beast Lord. else? Shaman Wild. Spells. Tide. Do I need beasts or do I need pendulum? I think is going to be the way to go. Oh shit. No time. Shit. Oops. Against Dark Elves, I think Pendulum's a pretty good pick. I still feel like Beastman though, so I'm gonna keep that going. We're doing a mirror matchup? Empire. This Empire Goreherd's probably gonna get the job done. I don't really want to play Empire as Beastman though. It's gonna be Pistoliers, and they're just annoying to deal with. You could do it, but I'm debating if I should cut a Lord. Or a hero, I mean. Why can I not bring the Chariot? Is it bugging out again? What is happening? Now I have 2 wild shamans? Beasts. What's up, Brace Scream? 5, 7. 7 wins of magic for File Tide? For weak against armor? This one's only 5? It's weird. Almost want the Pendulum more. should do okay against Empire, I would think. Someone put some of the chevrons on their doggies. Alright, let's see how that goes. Maybe I should just run the Beast Lord on foot. Last game, the cannons were an issue. They were shooting the shit out of my lord. Man, Dwarf games, ugh. Last game was like kind of, I mean, it was a good game, but it was really slow. I hope this game's not going to be slow. I'm deliberately bringing a more aggressive build so that hopefully it won't be. I'm going to see where they are. I'm going to assume they're going to be in the... Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to just set up like right here. And if they're on the hill, then congrats to them. They can have the hill. I doubt they will be. I'm going to have a little bit of backline pressure. Destroyers are going to be up here. These guys are going to kind of run through the archers. In theory, these guys are going to hide for a second from cannon shots and figure out where they are. These guys are going to chase down Cav. This one's going to be that group. These guys are going to be here. This group's best two are going to go right in the middle. That's pretty much it. Kind of a weird deployment. Let's see how it goes. Alright, well, Outriders. We should take some damage here. Outriders here, gonna take some damage. Greatswords? You have greatsword sightings? Alright, so that was a pretty good pickup. This guy's a bit of a box formation. So, the side... Oh, I didn't bring the sidewire. Oh. I forgot it. Well, this will do well here. I think the Ungor should do okay against that. I'll rotate my front line. Get them to go to work here, I guess. I mean, they're going to struggle against great swords, let's be honest. I almost want to use my chariots more than I want to use these other guys. Yeah, the chariot, I don't know if I even need to overcast that. These guys are doing great against the Riders. I'm super happy with their performance already. Are these guys being shot by the cannon yet? Not yet, so that's good news. Oh, he's going after them with the Outriders. Interesting. What does he have in terms of like cav or snares? Nothing? So I can just get free cycle. Oh, he's got these guys back. I should be able to get in some free cycle charges here. Just keep, let's see if I don't overcast it. How much damage does it do? Let's try this out. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's just go in here. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Where the demis at? Demis are chasing dogs? Okay. We're gonna be chasing them for a long time. Meanwhile, these guys are gonna just roll right through. These guys should just be, let's just put on scroll for now. You know what? Let's just go in here. I don't even care. Oh. 3. Attack.
Flash. Kashayi.
This is hilarious. His dummies are nowhere near the fight.
Akasha.
They're just going on.
Ray Shaman.
Do you think the speed had to catch the...
Dagoman.
I don't know. This is, guys, this is not my proudest moment. I am not playing a very good game. I will be honest with you. But I don't think my opponent is the strongest, so I haven't had to do too much yet. Oh, that's Carl Franz on foot. Okay, so I gotta respect his damage.
Agamshan. Ray Shaman. Quetzalcoatl.
I do have to be wary of these, of this goon squad on the foot, on ground, whatever, and I have to be careful with dummies as well, of course. But if he gets a little bit out in front here, I should be able to tag him with some infantry. Time to pop them on a Krygor. Get these guys coming around the back. Yeah, basically, get all these guys on the demis. Should be alright. Just drop them in somewhere. Get this guy going. This beast lord looking around. I'm gonna kite down a little bit. See if they move. Help the best scores out a little bit. These guys playing the Razorgors. Probably put it back here, get our charge on the great swords. Cannon crews getting pounded. Here come the demis. Let's get these guys back over here on the Altdorfs. Priority target. These guys back on here. Great swords. Just across the front line. Pull these guys back. Get in some wax. Get in some wax here. Where are my warhounds? Let's just deal with these guys once. They're kind of annoying. The warhounds should be able to just take them out. Now it's like a hero blob that we gotta deal with. Just send all the infantry in there. Let them just whack up their leadership. Honestly, just send everything in here. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if the Warhounds can win against the Outriders. I suspect they can, but... I know you're Carl Franz, but still, I don't even think I need to worry about you. Alright. Well, one draw. And one win. Get in one Dark Elf game before I have to go. That would be nice. Take a quick check. See if anyone's messaged me. Doesn't look like it. Got one more match in me. Alright. Octohorp. Nah, this, I don't know, but this map looks like one of those maps that could be awful. Just avoid that. Anytime I see like a solid wall on a corner of a map, I'm thinking that it's going to probably be one of those maps where you can just camp with artillery. And granted, he did go Bretonnia, which was kind of an interesting choice. We'll see. Alright, I got Octoharpican. At least this map is not like straight. We're gonna fight Britannia. No, we're gonna fight Greenskins. This should be fun. Cool. I'm down. So I want Terror against Greenskins for sure. Let's try it. I don't usually play Beastman against Greenskins, but I'm in kind of a beastie sort of mode. Actually, maybe I'll do an Evil Dark Elf build. I'll do like a Helibron Manticore build. Just Beastcaster. Hopefully I have enough wins for that. It's a pretty big kit. Yeah, I think I can cut Flock of Doom because I have Helibron's thing. But I want a lot of terror, as much terror as I can get. One chariot should be good. And maybe a noble on foot, or a noble just... Actually, maybe I want the noble chariot. He gets so expensive though. He's okay on horseback. I need to fill out my front line. Spears. I think I'm spending too much. I don't need the noble. I don't think. Can I make this girl cheaper? If I just keep her on foot? Maybe some mobile shooting against Greenskins. And maybe more like Cav. Executioners would be good actually. If they come at me heavy with infantry. Got some shooting for large. I got plenty of large, got plenty of anti-infantry. Maybe a bit of poison in here. Something like that. Let's see how it goes. Ready? LOL, TJ guy was not happy about the Cygars. I wouldn't say it was spam. I only had 3 of them. I brought the regular Cygar and the 2 and the Summon spell. I don't think I'm the first Beastman player to ever do that. Spam would be if I brought 2 copies of the Cygar spell. Could bring a bolt thrower. Against Greenskins, it wouldn't be bad. Like Medusa, maybe. Bolt thrower. I don't know. I was thinking of Medusa. Yeah, let's go to Medusa. I can't. Shit. Alright. I think I can cut the bolt thrower for the Helibroni. Helibroni plus 2 units of Executioner should be okay. I think. A dragon could be really nice against the greenskins too. Like a Felheart would be nice. Or Malekith, of course. Malekith is the strongest. But once in a while, I like to play Helebron. This will probably be my last game. Sometimes I like bringing the bolt thrower, not because I expect the bolt thrower to do anything, but because sometimes people like overcommit on trying to take the bolt thrower out. Like they'll throw away a lot of resources just kind of in a panic to bring it down, and you gotta see if it's worth it. Like the bolt thrower is honestly not the strongest thing in the world.
Merciless warriors.
Let's see. Against greenskins, I probably won't be able to protect it anyways.
Nagarothi. Dread spears. Dealers in death. Chariots.
Let's see.
Dread spears.
Probably there will be skirmishers on the flank.
Dark elves. Dread spears.
I'm a little bit light in the
Dark Rider
light cavalry
crossbow.
department, if that makes sense.
We are ready.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do like a sort of a triangle formation.
Dealers in death. Dread
Something
spears.
like that.
We are
Should be okay,
ready.
I hope.
Merciless warriors. Eurathan.
Let's see. Helebron in the back, in the back line.
Priestess.
At least for now.
Helebron. Blood Queen.
Chariots.
Should be an okay. It should be okay. I'm not sold on the Dark Riders repeater crossbows, but we'll see how they do. Kind of a nuisance to micro sometimes because of their shortish range.
Going. Carnage awaits.
Typical greenskin with the skirmishers. I do have some shots though. And maybe shoot Scarsnake. Scarsnake does count as a large target. No, he's a small target. Golden Archers. Could be some, probably a bunch of hidden stuff. I'm guessing there's a front line of night goblins here.
Onward.
Just put these guys over here.
Druki. On to slaughter. Murder awaits.
I'll just pull these guys back.
Dark elves.
Do a little swap. We'll let them shoot into my shields a little bit.
Spears. On to slaughter. Chariots. Bolt throwers. Glorious
Bolt thrower's
destruction.
gonna come back here. Just kidding.
Moving out.
Way out of position.
Battle ready. No survivors. Advancing. Massacre them. Forward
to Morgars are doing destruction.
Dread spears. Druki, as you say. Terror and death.
You can shoot my spears all day. I don't even care.
Dread spears.
This guy's gonna go guard mode.
It is done.
I'm gonna start getting some shots in. If I can hit
No
the cav,
mercy.
that'll be nice.
Cold-blooded killers. Dark Rider crossbows. Onward. Going. Chariots. Destroy. Bloody murder. Advancing
This guy knows what he's doing. He knows
for
what
the
he's doing.
king.
He's being really annoying with
Eager for battle.
his skirmishers, as greenskin players typically do.
Executioners.
And he's trying to bait me forward and then shoot my flanks. That's pretty much his whole
Dark
tactic right now.
elves. Moving out. Merciless warriors.
And I'm gonna just keep letting him shoot into some spears until he runs out of ammo.
Advance, Druki.
Oh,
On
he's
to
shooting me
slaughter.
goblin archers? Okay, I'll take that.
Battle call. Chariots. Onward!
Maybe a mini state there I might be able to take advantage of. We'll see.
Sorceress of Grund!
Hack! Cut!
Not fully
Make
commit
them
here, but
bleed!
yeah, I'm
Going.
going in.
Bolt throwers!
Let's just
Chariot!
wreck those.
For the king!
Go right along the front line.
The merciless host! Blood will flow! Forward! Slaughter them!
Setting forth! The dark shall reign!
Advance, Druki! Onwards to murder! Death is coming!
Sorceress of Grund! Come, Maelith!
Destroy! Cold-blooded killers!
Oh, these unbreakable ones.
To
Oh, that's fine.
destruction! My blade
I
hungers!
was like, oh yeah, I'll just go in here. They're fighting to the death. That's why I stayed forever.
Aria! 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 Destruction!
I can break the trolls.
Glorious
Hit their
destruction! The
cav.
merciless host! Bolt throwers!
Just keep shooting these
Slaughter
savages.
them!
I feel much more at ease with Dark Elves than I do with these ones. Fly over here. Give myself the buff from the Beastcaster.
Servant of Hecate!
She just started rampaging shit. So much for that.
End them!
Taking my bolt thrower, that's okay. I use most of the ammo on it. I don't care.
Carnage awaits!
You can have it.
Red spears! Bolt
No,
throwers!
no,
Onwards
those
to
guys over here.
murder!
Maybe they'll protect me for a
Red
little bit.
spears! Advance, Druki! Going!
I could probably come back here and just take out the Shaman caster.
I thirst!
That's fine. Probably split these guys. I might go right after Scar Sniper Telegram, honestly.
Blood
Let's get these guys in
fontaine!
here.
Death is coming!
2 Dark
Dark
Riders
Rider
through here.
crossbows! Executioners! The merciless host! Dealers of death!
Might be able to rename my positions over here. Got a lot to deal with.
Chariots!
I know Scar Snick has anti-large, but that's still held on.
Hellebron! Forward!
I gotta get out of here before the Boris arrive though.
Now! Spreading despair!
There she goes.
Dealing
Pretty good.
death.
Get back on the Shaman Sorcerer.
Slaughter them.
Oh,
Forward! Kill everything!
he's tagging my chariot here. I gotta be careful about that.
Advance, Druki! As you say!
My guns. I'll just come back here.
Pain lead
No reason for me
me!
to play on these poor boys and stuff.
Druki! Forward! Blood will flow!
Hellebron!
These are going well over here.
Guided by
Might as well keep
pain.
cutting out some Black Orcs.
Slay
Just to
them!
drop another one of these buffs.
I offer
These Black Orcs.
blood.
Rename my
On to slaughter!
artillery piece.
Onward!
Where is it?
Battle calls! By your command! Carnage awaits!
There we
It
go.
is done! Murder awaits! Hack! Cut! Onwards
It's a
to
close game.
murder! Dread spears!
But I do have 2 units of Dread Spears here. I can just regroup around my
Eager
Bolt
for
Thrower probably.
battle.
On to battle!
Get some more shots in here.
Glorious destruction!
Actually, let's just break the Savage Arc Boys. They're trash. They will tear her up.
Hellebron! Yes! Death! Hag Queen!
Hopefully they'll tear her away from their
Sethai!
missiles.
Now!
Should be
Guided
nice.
by Cain!
And I can shoot them.
Kill everything! End them!
My power is yours!
Carnage awaits! Terror and death!
Carnage awaits!
On to slaughter!
Pain lead me! Hellebron!
He's doing a pretty good job. I will give him credit. That's a lot to deal with.
Die, weaklings!
Gonna dive those.
Dread spears! We are ready! Advancing!
Hellebron!
Archers. I think he's made that mistake twice. He sent the archers in.
Murderous!
To destruction!
Feels nice.
Onward!
Hellebron! Sethai!
Forward! Bloody murder!
To battle!
Without question!
Let's start
By
shooting Scar Snake.
chain! Druki! Murder awaits! Carnage awaits! Suffering for all! Murder awaits!
Move!
Dread spears! Druki! Forward! Battle ready! On to slaughter! Moving out! Forward!
Yeah, keep just rotating around me with these
Yes,
skirmishers. I'm gonna
juiciness.
keep just responding.
Onwards to murder!
To murder!
What a manticore that just dive. That's funny.
Hellebron!
By
Maybe I'll shoot
Drakira! To
these dodging shots
destruction!
with.
Destroy!
Let's shoot the boar boys.
High Priestess! Forward!
Advance, Druki!
Man, I have to push out
On
really
to
far to
slaughter.
protect these guys.
Onwards to
They're pretty much
murder!
out of ammo though now.
Massacre them!
Hellebron! Done!
Moving out!
Bleed them! Hellebron!
Okay,
At once!
here comes the final push.
Druki, forward! Dread spears!
Blade ready!
The merciless host! No survivors! Bloody murder! End them! Orders understood. To destruction!
End them!
He's going in hard for that bolt thrower. Really does not like that bolt
By
thrower.
Drakira!
Death comes!
Just break this cav. Let's just go crazy here.
Cain! Hear me! Cut! Hack! Slash!
Pull back!
Sarothan! Orios! Sarios!
Did break off a lot of my chaff though. These boars are going hard. Broken Tusman. Let's get rid of those.
Kill
assholes.
everything!
Forward!
All powerful! Death hag! All shall die!
With pleasure!
Eager! For the king!
Cold-blooded killers!
Dealing
Yeah,
death!
Tusman should be gone now.
Carnage awaits! Advancing!
Mother of despair!
He's going hard. I give him credit. He's going hard.
At once!
He really is. He's not making this easy.
Hellebron! Spreading despair!
Carnage awaits!
Elfry and Aha! Blood drenched!
I just take out Scar Snake now. That's GG.
Arganeth! Cain's wrath!
GG, man. That was a good one. Huh. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there. The Executioner build actually worked against Greenskins. That's hilarious. It gave me an answer to the Double Black Orc. I don't know. But Terror's an issue for Greenskins, man. They brought all this low tier stuff with like bad leadership. I think this guy needed a giant, man. You have 4 units of skirmish cav, 2 trolls. Like, cut a troll, cut 2 units of skirmishers, grab a giant, walk in there, and just stand on top of the bolt thrower. But well played to Octohorp. You played a good game. All right, I'm gonna call it quits for now. Thanks.